Hello. Hello. I'm back from yesterday's homework. Hello. I have stats homework to do. I'm heading out. Thanks for at least checking in. But hi, welcome anyone who may be here. Anyways, so at the very least, the homework that I'm working on isn't due tonight. It's due tomorrow. So here we go. Alright, welcome to bullshit. Anyways, let me go ahead and drag the boom. Anyways, so here are the project specifications. Let me read through this just in case. Hold on. Let me just make sure there isn't anything in here that specifies what my course is. Won't be here long because I'm binging Rick and Morty season 8. Fag. I'm kidding. But yeah, welcome in. Welcome. Hello. Have fun though. But yeah, either way, hello. Anyways. I don't even know I was worried. Okay, here we go. But yeah, so here's the project. So I'm supposed to make a thingy, right? Let me hold Z, there we go. So first is mine though. Anyways, so I've got to make a program that takes in win rate inputs of different college basketball teams or something. Schniffle. And I'm supposed to take them in, make objects for each team, take each team object and put them into okay, so we have 3 classes, right? We have the team class, we have the conference class, and the conference set class. So we put all the teams into conferences. Okay, so we make a bunch of team objects. Wait, hold on, let me take one more step back. So for our input, we have different files that look like this. Let me get the here's a full ass one, right? So there's a bunch of different basketball teams. Excuse me. There's a bunch of basketball teams, and I go through and I read those, and every line is a team, and I feed those lines into a bunch of I feed all those lines into objects, make a bunch of team objects, and then insert those team objects into the conference class to make a bunch of conference objects, and then make a bunch of conference sets. So I have I don't think this is I think it's a 2D linked list, but basically that's what's happening here. And what's it called? I started work on this earlier. I have no fucking clue what's going on here. Actually, I might see if I can go through and clean this actually. Well, let's see. All right. Anyways, so right, where am I? Okay, let me actually just run this. What does Shift Enter do? Preferences, keyboard shortcuts. Run Python. Okay, run Python file. So control comma. No, not control comma. Preferences, keyboard shortcuts. What am I doing again? Hold on. Run Python file. Run Python file. There. Keybind, Shift Enter. There we go. Shift Enter, and we can go. Also, I welcome with names hopped in. So Shift Enter, and let's do in o2 dot backseat. Okay, so what I have so far is I do have the team object set up, I believe. I don't think I actually need wins and losses, but it is what it is. It's just we have just a bunch of attributes set in it, and then just 4 getters and a win ratio calculator, and then just the string print, right? I think I also need. Okay, let me see. what I was doing earlier. So the way that this thing works right now, we have an init. This is just like the initial function input, reads all the lines and stuff. Really quick and simple. As long as the line doesn't have a hashtag in it, output that shit. Append that shit to a list, pass back the list. So file is in main. And then the second function here, pfile equals process. So here's the process function. So there's like 3 little sections here. Let me like comment this now so I don't have to do it later. This nested for loop. Okay, this nested for loop merges the items. Okay, merges the names of teams who have spaces in them. Which I should comment up all of this. Also, thanks for welcome in and thanks for liking, by the way. Okay, so init. I'm gonna create a doc string here. This function takes in a file name input and leaving having fun. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I'm not gonna say I'm kidding, but I'm doing all right. This function takes in a file name input and takes in a file name input, reads the file, and appends the contents. Contents of each line as a list. Okay, wait. And appends it to a... What the fuck am I writing? It reads the file and appends the content. Okay. This function creates a list and reads an input. What the fuck am I cooking? Okay. What does this function is not that difficult to explain. Okay. This function takes a file name as user input. Reads each line and appends them to a list. It was literally not that hard. Appends them to a list. Return out a 2D list where a 2D list where each inner list is information about different sports teams. Okay, there we go. So, okay, I commented that out properly. This loop gets rid of numbers at the start of the small test cases. This for loop creates variables for the... Okay, this is only 65 characters. This for loop creates variables for the indices, the open and close parentheses, and merges together the conference names into one item if they have a space in them. Okay, let's like switch those around. This for loop merges together multi-word conference names by identifying the indices of okay, actually let me start up here. 1, 2, 3. Commenting everything. Okay. This function processes the out. Okay. This function processes the out. Okay, the 2D list returned from the init function merging the names of teams and their conferences. Okay, so this for loop merges the indices of the merges together multi-word conference names by identifying the indices of open and close parentheses. Yeah. Identifying the indices of open and close parentheses and merging them into one string. There we go. This instant for loop merges the names of teams. Okay. Of multi-word team names by identifying the index of the conference name and merging all items before. There we go. So we have that team. So if okay, let me like get rid of all the white space here. This thing looks like an absolute monster. Okay. Let's just like do this just for like viewing shit. Print file. There we go. no2.txt. Okay, so we have. Oh, we can just do this once. There we go. So here it is. Here's. Let's get rid of this and this. Come back. Okay, here's no2. We have Yukon, the conference is AAC, 40 wins, 0 losses. So 40 wins, 0 losses. So it's name, conference, win, loss. Name, conference, win, loss. What did I do? Oh. Anyways, so we have that hooked up. And I have something that prints out each team object. So what we need to do is obviously we need to work out the output, but we also need to add the conferences. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Conference object and conference. The list of teams for the conference is initialized to be empty. So we init self and conference. Actually, it's just in itself, right? Oh, init self and then conference. What the fuck? Initializes a conference object with name conf. Self._conf is an empty list? What? Conference? Okay, conf is a string giving the name of a conference. Okay. It's initialized to be empty. Conf is a string giving the name of a conference. So, for example, if this is if this is just the string pnr, or I guess like AAC, right? So if we pass this AAC, initializes a conference object with name conference. Oh, okay. Conference, and then, okay, yeah, so conf is the name. Yeah, conf is a string giving the name of a conference. I'm stupid as shit. Initializes a conference, the list of teams. So I guess, okay, so we do, and then self._teams is an empty list. There we go. So then, __ contains team is a team object. Okay, so team is a team object, returns true if team is in the list, false if otherwise. So def contains self team if team in self dot underscore teams return true, return false. There we go. Easy enough, I think. Contains. Okay, so name self returns the name. So def name self return self dot underscore conf. Add takes a team object as argument. Okay, so def add, is it just add or add team? It is add. Okay, cool. Self comma team, and then self dot underscore teams dot append team. Takes a team object team as argument and adds team to the list of teams associated with the object. Win ratio average returns the average win ratio for the conference. And then define win ratio average. Self okay, so this isn't a linked list. It's just that it has a list object. Okay, so for team in self dot underscore teams. For team in self dot underscore teams. Okay, so we'll have sum equals 0. Total. Actually, I don't need a total variable, it's just like the length of, you know. Sum plus equals team 0, 1, 2. Okay, so wins. Oh shit, we do need a total. Total equals 0. Okay, so wins plus equals team 0, 1, 2. Total plus equals team 2 plus team 3. There we go. And stick a parentheses around it just in case. Also, hi, welcome if anyone's popped in. For team in self underscore teams, and then average equals wins over total. Yes, that's how that works. Return average. And then string. So we're gonna take this. Actually, I don't even need to steal that. Low-key, it's just one. So def underscore string self, and then return an f string of boom, boom, win, and then okay, so what the huh? Returns the average win ratio for the conference. Oh, okay, so the name, so it's self dot underscore conference, and then I'll just rename this AVG just for length. Self dot win ratio average as a string. Surely this works. Okay, so now we have to what's it called? Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have a list of teams or whatever, just like this. And then instead of printing the team, okay, so teams dot end. Wait, is this really what I want to be doing? So okay, so each team object does have a conference return, right? Yes. Okay, so for teams NP file, in processed file, for the teams in the processed file, also hi, welcome if anyone's wondering. For teams in process file, teams.append a team object, and I'm just gonna print teams, see what happens. In O2. Okay, fine, so we gotta do for team in teams, print team. I believe that's how that works. We have to no2.txt. There it is. Okay, so there's that. Where's the print here? There it is. Get rid of you. Okay, so right. We have this. For team and teams. So we have to go through each team. Okay, we have to go through each team in the list of teams. Iterate through teams. Return the conference of each team. If the conference, okay, if there does not exist an object for the conference, make one. Add team to conference object. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna do the same thing here. Conferences. So, okay. For team and teams, let's just print team dot is it just conf? Yes. Team dot conf. So shift enter. Hello. Okay. no2.txt. Okay, so cool. That works. Iterate through teams. Return the conference of each team. Check. Check. So we have the conference. If team, okay. What's it called? Conference. If conference team.conf. Not in conferences. Okay, so if the conference object is not in conferences, conference team.conf, and then conference team.conf dot add team. So team should be an object. And then print conferences. This should give me bullshit. In o2.txt. Empty. Dot append. Wait. Conferences dot append. There we go. Okay, so forgot to append it to the list. In o2.txt. Okay, so we have bullshit. Nice. So if we iterate through this, for conf in conferences, print conf. So this should print in o2.txt. Okay, it explodes. Cool. Right. Why? Line 50. Self dot. Okay, win ratio average. I'm dividing by 0. Why and how? What the hell? Okay, so so the objects do exist. Dot underscore teams, right? Okay, we'll do print. Okay, conf out name, because we don't have getters for the. I'll probably hook up the getters in a sec. You know, 2.txt. So there's two conferences. What the fuck? Why are there two other sheets? What the fuck? Okay, if so for every team, so instead of this, we'll do print. It's not. We'll do something like that. So this is gonna blow up again. Oh shit, okay. Uh-huh. Hello, welcome in. Hello, hello. So if I do this, print, in o2.txt. So we are, oh, okay, I think I see why. Team.conference. We'll leave you to figure this out, and I'm not in the mood for Python. That's completely fair. That's completely fair. Shit. Okay, so if conference not... Okay, it's this. conference object. How would I interact with this? Okay, so we have an empty list of conferences. Actually, what we could do is, okay, instead of this, if team.conf not in conferences. So instead of doing this, we just get all the the conference names, and then loop through conferences. Let me try this real quick. Shift enter in o2.txt. So just the one. Okay, cool. So then now we go through this and then create objects. Okay, so for conf and conferences. Conference conf. Okay, we'll do conf names instead of conferences. Conf name. Conf names. Just go through here. And then conferences. This is going to be the list of objects. So for conf in conf names. Okay, so we'll do for conference name and conference names. That. Print conferences. So this should print bullshit. no2.txt. It's empty. Oh shit, right. Conferences.append. There. So now this should work. This should give us some bullshit. It does give us bullshit, nice. So okay, so conferences for conf name in conf names. So I have to do another loop. I'd have to like for teams. Except for team in teams. Again. We're only doing like the first two and then just... How do I... Oh, ooh. I can move this back here. And then... What if I did conferences.append like this? Okay, so instead of adding it the string to a list, we do this. Actually, no, we do that and. Okay, so this conf names, and then we do that. So instead of this, it's team.conf. So we have that. If I do this in o2.txt, okay. Conference so we have the conference object. Now we need to like, okay, so when we create the conference object, if it doesn't exist, add team to conference object. So we just need to do step 4. So it's in there. So we just need to get the conference name. Add team to conference object. Conference team.conf dot name. If I did this, I'm just throwing shit at the wall. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Dot add team. I don't know what this is going to do. In o2.txt. None. I mean, obviously it returns nothing. So for conf in conferences, print conf in o2.txt division by 0. Okay, so what if I did, what if I, every time I go through each, okay, every time I check each team, I loop through the entirety of conferences. Okay, so for conf in conferences, if conf.name, okay, so if team.conf equals conference name, let's just print yes. It should print yes twice. No. That doesn't exist. There we go. Conf, not con. You know, o2.txt. Yes, yeah. Oh. Conf.add team. And now if I do this, so for conf in conferences, print conf in o2.txt, team object is not subscriptable. Right. So Okay, team object. We're passing in an object. What the fuck is this coming from? Self team. Win ratio average. Oh wait, we already calculate the win ratios. So okay, we just gotta rewrite this. This is wrong. Also, hi, welcome to Finish Button. So WR sum equals 0. Okay, so we do WR sum. Okay, so WR sum plus equals team dot win ratio. And then WR sum over length of self dot underscore teams. That should do it. And then 2.txt. Does this do anything? Oh, wait, that works. Holy shit, wait, that works. Wait, I'm a genius. Hold on, pause. Okay, so let me just save, enter in o2.txt. I think this is the output I'm supposed to be getting. Okay, so no4. What? no2.txt and 0.93421. Oh! Okay, so why is it in parentheses? Hold on. Okay, so AC, why are you in parentheses? Self.conf. String. And o2.txt. Yeah, why are you in parentheses? Hello? Self.name, maybe. There we go. Shift enter no2.txt. It still does that. If I did this, string no2.txt. Why? Oh, it's in parentheses, that's why. It's like literally in parentheses. I'm stupid as shit. Okay. No, that's not the issue. Why the fuck? I already did this. I already wrapped it in like string. That. Of course, okay. Why? Why? Solve.conference. Conf is, maybe it's down here. So when we create the object, conference team.conf, team.conf. Oh, maybe it's up here. String? Maybe? No, that's not it. Why the fuck does that have parentheses? Okay. Self._conference. What if I just get rid of this? Okay, we're gonna do self.name again. no2.txt. Yeah, it's in parentheses. Why? Okay, so let me try no4.txt. Yeah, it's in parentheses. So, file? There. Okay, let's like test this again real quick. no2.txt. Aha! Okay. That's why. Okay, Okay, so in process, conference names. File name p left. Okay, file team p left equals file team p left dot strip parentheses. There we go. That should fix it. No. Okay. Dot. What if I just did dot lstrip dot rstrip? no2.txt? No. Or, you know what we could do? Just at the very end for, what is it? Team in file. Team, so it's team 1 equals team 1 dot strip. How about that? And then just print file. no2.txt. There it is. Okay, cool. Removes parentheses from the conference names. So now, if I go back here, and then just do this, now there shouldn't be parentheses. no2.txt. There we go. Okay. So now, enter no4.txt. Huzzah! Okay. Okay, so this is, I think it's 3? No. 2. So Atlantic Coast, Southeastern. Okay, so now I just got to implement, what's it called? So we implement the conference set. So in itself, initialize this okay. So here, conference set, self dot underscore confs, we'll just say clist. Okay, so self dot underscore clist, add def add self team. Huh? What? Conference set represents a collection of conferences. You may use a list for the collection of conferences or any other data structure controls. Add self comment team. What? Is a team object. Adds team to the appropriate conference in the collection of what the fuck? Yippee code. Hello, welcome in. I'm gonna go turn on my fan real quick. Thanks for liking, by the way. So, what the hell? In itself, initialize the collection of conferences to a team. Team is a team object. Add team. Why? Adds team to the appropriate conference in the collection of conferences. If necessary, creating a conference object for the conference of this team. Okay, the reason why this isn't so straightforward is because initially my plan do just this so it's not red. I was expecting this to be add conference because it's a collection of conferences. We're adding conference. Adds team to the appropriate conference. Oh, okay. I gotta do this inside. Okay. Well, code. Hello, welcome in. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can tackle this issue that I'm dealing with, and I'll yap about what the hell I'm doing here. So okay, yeah, so instead of doing it out here, we do it in here. Okay, so how the fuck? Okay, so what am I doing here? Okay, so we just don't loop through the thing. So if team.conference, I believe we throw in this. Conference sets. Not in clist this time. How many minutes do we have until the homework is due? Tomorrow! I am responsible! Also, hi, welcome. Okay, self._clist. We're gonna do this and replace all of these. Okay, we're gonna have a conf names list in here. If that's not in configs, self.clist. Okay. And then we'll take this for conference and conference. So here, instead of conferences, it's going to be conf. Is this inside the for loop? It's for if for. Yes. Excuse me. Self dot underscore c list. If team.conference is equal to conf name, conf dot add team. I think that's it. And then we're gonna do, so define, okay, so def best self and returns a list of conferences that have the highest win ratio. So for conf, okay, so for conf in self dot underscore c list, we'll do highest equals 0, and then we'll do best equals 0. So best win rate is 0. Best list. Okay, so we'll do b list equals 0. Okay. How many bugs do we have? Not many, actually. I'm doing pretty freaking well for myself. Okay, so pass. So we're doing a max thing. Actually, I can just use max. I can just use max. Max Python. How does it deal with ties? Built-in functions, max. It returns the first one encountered. Okay. So I guess we just do best equals c self dot. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this pass. It's killing me. Self dot underscore c list max. And then we're just gonna go through c list because like this only returns the first one it encounters. We'll do for conf in self dot underscore c list. If conf dot, what did I call it? Win ratio average. Okay, self dot c list. Wait. Max. Okay, so hold on, I have to reword this. Self dot c list. Max what? Okay, we can't just do this because like we're taking the max of a bunch of objects, and objects don't have value. The objects aren't inherently values. This is not working. So I guess we do have to iterate through it. So like for conf in self dot underscore c list. Okay, so we'll do best win ratio equals 0. then we'll just do blist like I had earlier. So we'll do if, okay, so best conf. Okay, so we'll do best conf. Okay, so the conf is string. Okay, so if self, okay, if conference dot win ratio average is greater than or equal to best, the best world record equals conf dot win ratio average, and then also hi, welcome if anyone's popped in. Best world record, okay, best win rate is that. Best win rate is that. Best conference equals conf dot name. Actually, I don't even think we need that for now. I'll just leave it in. And then we're gonna do it, we're gonna go through it again. So for conf in self dot underscore clist, if it equals, then list dot append conf. So I don't even know what the fuck this is gonna do. So we're gonna take this and we're just gonna comment this out. Now what? Okay, so for team in teams, I guess we'll do we only make one of these? Conf set. Okay, so we'll do c set equals conference set. For team and teams, c set dot add team, and then pray this doesn't blow up. And then freaking, I don't know, print. Okay. Anyway, if this doesn't blow up. Okay. So then print cset dot best. This is what the hell? This is gonna shit itself. O2.tc. None. Cool. Okay. Dot underscore clist. It's gonna be empty. O2.tc. Aha. Okay. So one for conf. Okay, so for, let's say I in cset dot underscore clist, print I So there are 2 conferences in it. Did I do best right? Oh, it doesn't return. Return B list. Print cset dot best. Does this work? If this works, then I'm just done. Oh. Conference object at. Am I stupid? cset.best. Oh, right. Yeah. What is this supposed to return? Okay, for now we're just gonna put debugging. We're gonna do a. We'll say best equals that, and then for conf in best print conf. So that should no2.txt. So it does print. Nice. And then in 04, so we still only print 2 things. Oh, wait, it works. Wait, it works. Wait, it works. Okay. Okay, so NO2 AAC, NO4, so Atlantic Coast and Southeastern with the same score. Okay, so NO6 should just be AAC. NO6.txt. Huzzah, okay. And then 4 is in 12. There should be 3. And 12.txt. Southeastern, Pac-12, Atlantic Coast, all at 91.81. Yes! C5 is, we're gonna go 2009-10.txt. Big 12. So this should be Big 12 at 63.22. I think we're good. Okay, we're gonna keep going. So 2010-11. Okay, what is it? 2010. Okay, 2010-11 should output the Big 12 at 62. Okay, 2011-12. TXT. Oh, okay. We have errors now. Invalid literal for int with base 10. Dakota, what the fuck? These are 2011. Okay, so we're having issues with 2010-11. Okay, so where? We're just gonna print file. NO2 dot no 2000 okay 2011-12.txt. So where are we? North Dakota. Okay, North Dakota State, North State, Dakota. Okay, we are having issues here. this formatted compared to the exact same. Okay, so Baylor Big 12. Okay, so it should be North Dakota. Okay, object 209. Okay, North Dakota State. North State. What the fuck? Dakota. Why the fuck are there 5 items here? One. What the f. Okay, I see why. If we did +1, is this going to shit on everything? Okay. We're gonna do this. INO2.txt. Int out of range. Okay, cool. Where do we get rid of the parentheses? After. So Dakota, North Dakota State, outputs Dakota. Okay, North Dakota State, North State, Dakota. Okay, so what we can do here, we're gonna comment this out. We're gonna do team name equals this, and then we're gonna do that, and then file team dot insert 0 team name. So if I do this, INO2 should be fine. Yukon. Oh. Where's INO2? What if I did that? Control Enter. INO2.txt. Where was I? Here. So this is the team names. What does insert do again? Insert. Hold on. Okay, so we're gonna undo this. So this is supposed to be 1. We're gonna hide this. We're gonna hide this. And if I do that, it should be back to normal. Huzzah. Okay, so we're gonna rewrite this so that it works the exact same. Okay, so we're gonna take this. That. We'll say conf name equals. Okay, so we're gonna do conf name equals. team dot. Okay, so if I do file team dot pop p left, and then file team insert 0 conf name. Does this work the same? Huzzah. no4.txt. Okay. Why? Okay, so control enter, no2.txt. Okay, so if I were to just take, or is it Dakota? Just take this and stick it into no2. no2.txt. South Dakota State Summit League. Why the fuck does it not? What? Why does it not work in... What? Where is 2011? Here. So if I do, what the fuck? Shift enter 2011-12.txt. Dakota. Lafayette. Where is it? What was I even looking at? Okay, so I'm just like looking through the output here. Air Force, Mountain West, Lipscomb, Chicago, Indiana, Big Ten. I swear I saw something. Okay, I'm just gonna look around for something that doesn't work. Okay, where's Dakota actually? Why don't you work here? Oh, here. Shit, I lost it. Okay. LA dot. LA dot dash? What? What the fuck is LA? Charleston? The fuck is who is you? Where is it? Hold on. Where? Here. This. Lafayette Sunbelt. It is behind. Wait, it is ahead of Virginia Tech. What the fuck? We have Virginia Tech, Atlantic Coast, 723? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong... We're looking at 2011 to 12, okay. LA dash dot. Oh, I was looking at the wrong ass. Okay. So 2011.12.txt. 2011.12 txt. What? Oh. 2011-12.txt. So 2011-12 Control F Dakota. Invalid literal for int with base 10. Dakota. Which Dakota's doing it? If I could control F the, this. Oh, I can. Here it is. North Dakota State, North State, Dakota. 1120. Okay, it should be North Dakota State. North Dakota State. Okay. Ah, okay, I see it. Okay, so I have to just refactor this. Team. Okay, let's see if we can produce. Okay, so team. Okay, conference name equals. File team. P left to P right. Okay, let's start with that. So if conference name, okay, if we can get the behavior to be the same, because so the issue here is that North Dakota State is 3 things, and we're doing, so here it's like North State, right? For whatever reason, North State. So it's taking the left and right parentheses, so North and State, mixing them together, and then popping State. So we're replacing North with North State, and then popping State, so it's just North State and then Dakota. Ah, okay, I see it. Where's the game? What do you mean, where's the game? What do you mean, where's the game? This is I'm working on comp sci, boring ass comp sci shit. But yeah, man, I haven't had time to work on it. I really haven't had time. Okay, so okay. So we're gonna save this for now. Print conference name. No, 2.tc. Okay, so we're gonna take this, and we're gonna take this, and put this into INO2. Control Enter, INO2.tc. Cool. Oh, hold on, that's why. Hold on, okay. Do here. Control Enter, INO2.txt. So it's North Dakota +1. INO2.txt. North Dakota State. And what if I did for part in conf name. So it's just gonna be bullshit. This plus equals okay, so we'll do this for now. So boom, boom equals nothing, and then plus equals part, and then we're gonna hide this, and then pray to the Lord above this works. And 2.txt. Not gonna stay, not gonna. Okay, we'll do this, and then instead of doing this, it's just equals space dot join conf name. Not to go state, and then what if I did this minus conf name? Okay, you can't subtract lists. Okay, cool. What if I did for part actually, I don't even need wait. If I get rid of this, I don't even need the for loop. Okay, cool. So that I just need to get rid of, so conf name is still that. File team for part and conf name. If part in file team move Python. Okay, so what if I did... While... Okay, crazy ass idea. While file team... While the length of this does not equal 4, file team dot pop 3, because 0, wait, 0, oh. For team and file. So if this blows up, okay, list indices must be integers or slices. If I just did that, okay, so it's here, to.txt. It did not work. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3. Got rid of. It somehow worked. Okay, surely this doesn't work, right? So like if I do this, and then I do 2011.12, okay, dash 12.txt. How the fuck did that work? Okay, get rid of that. Ah, that's why. We can get rid of all of this. .12.txt. Okay, so the big 12. I believe that was 7, test number 7. So big 12 is 63, nice, we did it. Okay, so 2010-11 should be 62. Yep. So in 8 should be 44. Hello. I know 8.txt. Equal nice. 9. Okay, so in 09. Lord of the Rings. In 10. Q. In 09.txt. Lord of the Rings at 1. Oh no. Uh-huh, okay. So, why? Huh. Why? It's 1. What? Okay, so if... should be at 68. Okay, we're bringing back print file. Okay, so it should be a team of Frodo Baggins, Team Golem, aka Smeagol, Team Gandalf the White, Team Gandalf the Grey, and then Team Sauron. Why is it returning 1? Am I an idiot? Because, like, okay, yeah, Team Sauron has a win rate of 1. What the fuck? Also, I see there's a second person here. Hi, welcome if you popped in at some point. What the fuck? What's 11, by the way? In 11. Okay, let's just test out in 11. Okay, that's clearly not. Belcher twice. And it's also 1. Oh, wait. Okay, it's not. I see what it's doing. It's taking the best team or whatever. I think. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. So... Wait, we need to, like... For item in cset dot clist, print item. Oh, right, list object is not callable. What even is in 11? Ah, okay, cool. What are in Hogwarts? Belcher. Okay, we're gonna hide this for now. It is clearly not. Something's fishy here. Huh. What the fuck? Why does it look like this? If I did this at the very end. CList. I'm gonna get rid of whatever the hell this is. So it should give me bullshit. Okay, it does give me bullshit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Like 6 items in there. Okay, so I do skip over the hashtags, right? Yes, okay. What the fuck? It's because I have this stupid for loop, isn't it? Okay, so let me think. If King Kong conference. Okay, so so this is the conference. If I did this, flag equals, okay, so we're gonna do flag equals false, true, and then if flag equals true, so we only do this once. That's debugging. Conference set. Okay. Let's just test that this works. So this dies again. Okay, what is this meant to be? Do I even need all these checks? Okay, let me go back to before we did all of this. Okay, what did I do? What if I get rid of this? What if I get rid of this and then just roll with this? So that doesn't work. How do I refer to each conference by name? I did. Ooh. Conf equals that conf dot add team. No. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, so is this the original thing? I'm confused as shit. Cool, so it still works somehow. So just as I suspected, I don't even use conference. I do. I think I'm gonna finish this up tomorrow. I have enough time. I have like I have most of it done. It's just what's it called? I just need to do like debugging and shit. And it's like way easier to. I've been like debugging manually by doing all the test cases manually or whatever. I don't know what's it called. Yeah, I've been doing all the test cases manually, But just chucking it into the auto grader is so much nicer. And yeah, I'm just gonna go the fuck to sleep, dude. I've done enough today, and I really want to get my sleep in. But thanks for popping in. Anyone who may be here. Oh god damn it. Thanks for popping in, anyone who may be here. Thanks for popping in, VOD gang. I'm gonna go transfer this shit back to my laptop and then go crawl into bed. But yeah, good night. Yeah, Manhattan, hello, hi. I'm way too fucking tired to do anything. But yeah, you came back. You're being invaded by the Manhattan gang. But you literally came back right as I was gonna finish up. But thanks for popping back in, I guess. I'm way too fucking tired to do anything. But yeah, I'm gonna finish doing work tomorrow on my own. Go back. Yeah, I'm just like debugging and like what's it called? The debugging part on stream is like it's like way easier to do debugging on my own. I'll like do it tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for popping in. Have a good day. Night. The delay is hella short today. Really? Really? Huh. But yeah, yeah, I don't know why, honestly. But I'm just gonna end stream. Thanks for popping back in, even if it was just for a second. Yeah, that